Boy Ryan, and we got Jeep Carrier, and we're talking about some predictions for Elder Scrolls 6. And I'm doing the prelude to Elsewhere. So what?
And this is
what? Oh, I'm sorry.
Fun.
So
no,
what's
you're good.
What's your theory again?
Oh, yeah, this is Jeep Carrier, and we were just sitting here just BSing, just talking and stuff, and we were just kind of predicting some stuff for Elsewhere. Not Elsewhere, duh, not Elsewhere, Elder Scrolls 6, duh. Sorry. There's so much stuff like Elder Scrolls wise coming out right now, it's just hard to keep track. But
Elder Scrolls 6 is shit.
Yeah, Elder Scrolls 6. The name is Redfall. And my theory on that is it's going to be a few years after Skyrim. And it's going to be pretty much kind of like a split personality type of game where, depending if you chose Imperials or Stormcloaks, is probably going to vary how that game plays out. They're going to probably do what I call a Mass Effect chain, where like whatever you did in the previous game is going to affect you in the next game and later on games. I feel like they're trying that. Also, my theory is if you look at the beginning trailer right there, you just see big craters everywhere, and stuff, and I have a feeling this is going to be Southern Hammerfall, where this is like the Redguard's point of view of the aftermath of the Great War when the Thalmor just went on them.
That would be good because they were the only ones that are really giving the Thalmor a real fight. Go on.
Well, they're pissed off at the new Empire, the new leadership.
Yeah.
Because the new leadership went like least honorable. And, I think it was like, what is it called? Like the Saveki Cyrodiilians. They're pretty much more Roman Empire-y versus the like Tiber Scepter. And like under Tiber Septim, I noticed the Imperials were more like Greek and more like powerful and more honorable. But when they got under this, like, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, I think it's Saveki Cyrodiilians, which they made it more Roman, and they were just, I don't know, no, they weren't doing it right. The Redguard didn't agree with it, and they just broke off from the Empire completely. And the Argonians did the same thing because during the Oblivion Crisis, the Imperials were so focused on themselves, everybody was just fending for themselves. Because you had Oblivion popping up everywhere.
And then the fucking, then the Argonians survived that attack fucking, Morrowind.
And then you have a new political power called the Xanaxil, which they attacked Morrowind from the south, freed a bunch of slaves, and then you had the Red Mountain exploding, and then this is pretty much the age of the Dark Elves, the darkest age of the Dark Elves, where they're pretty much on the brink of extinction. But with Redfall, this is pretty much, I have a feeling, going to talk about the Redguard's aftermath of the Great War, because they did a significant amount of damage against the Altmer and the Thalmor. Well, the Thalmor, I call them Thalmor. I don't consider them Aldemary Dominion. What I consider Aldemary Dominion is what's in Elder Scrolls Online. Because on Elder Scrolls Online, this was what I considered the true Aldemary Dominion, because this is the first incarnation.
Yeah. With Queen Alia? Alia? What the fuck?
Yeah, I like it better. I like the first one a lot better. The second one was just kind of I think this one was the third. They were kind of psychopathic, power crazy. They're just like, Tamriel. But with Redfall, I'm pretty sure it's going to talk about the Redguard's aftermath and all that. It's going to be pretty much high off Redguard theme.
Menial labor? I doubt my story has any.
Yeah, Southern Hammerfall is what I'm thinking. Oops. Yeah. Come on, Matt. Matt, cooperate with me.
I hope they have a book or have some dialogue that tells you the fate of the Dragonborn. Like,
think about it. You had Elder Scrolls Daggerfall, which took place in the bay right around here. Nothing was really played in like Southern Hammerfall, and if you look at the trailer, there's like a lot of water, but it's all on, oh god, like on the east in the trailer where the camera is panning. But if you switch it and stuff, it totally can be the south. And if you look at your map here on Elder Scrolls Online, you can totally pull a game off as Southern Hammerfell right there, because look what Southern Hammerfall falls close to, Somerset. So you can do a really good story right there in Southern Hammerfall because of how close it is to Somerset. You can probably see a lot of war-torn areas and a lot of like doomsday like stuff, I feel.
I think the
It's gonna get fucked up.
I imagine the Dragonborn is gonna try to be the next emperor or something. Or does he die?
Definitely.
Like he is definitely compatible to be next emperor.
But I have a feeling he's not gonna choose it. Unless they actually make the Dragonborn into a real character, which, if they do it, they're gonna do it as a Nord.
Yeah. Like the image we see now.
Yeah, it's gonna be the Nord, unless they lied to us in the promos and somehow that's an Imperial. I don't know, like, cause like if you think about it, if you play the Dark Brotherhood in Skyrim, you kill the Emperor.
Yeah.
You kill the Emperor. The Empire right now has no emperor.
And he's Dragonborn, and the Emperors are Dragonborn, you know?
Hey, well, here's the thing, the Amulet of Kings is destroyed unless Akatosh makes a new Amulet of Kings.
Yeah, and
unless they like rename it or some shit and blah da da da.
maybe there's an elf on the throne.
Yeah, maybe the Thalmor would finally take over the Imperial Trade.
Without the Emperor, or maybe his son takes over. But I just hope
maybe we have another Three Banners War.
I just hope they explain what happened.
Because think about it, the only ones that are really a part of the Empire still right now is Hyrok.
Like, I just hope
because the Ultimary Dominion dream. The Red Guards aren't with the Empire, the Argonians aren't with the Empire, Morrowind's just in their own apocalypse right now. We're just gonna throw that out there. They're just dealing with their own apocalypse right now.
Yeah, they can't worry about everyone else. They're three different
And then
gods are
depending
gone.
on the Civil War,
the Red Mountain and the Comet came down. They fucking got invaded by Argonians and shit. They had hard times.
they're in Doomsday right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're in Doomsday. And then depending on how you play it, and I feel like the true ending of Skyrim is with the Stormcloaks.
Yeah, the Stormcloak Rebellion, that seems like the true ending, because like the Imperial Legion just didn't seem like fucking
They belong there.
Like, it just didn't seem, it didn't have theatric impact, you know? Like, it just didn't
No,
feel
the
like
Stormcloak ones did. Because if you paid attention to what the general said at the end there, he's like, this is what the Thalmor wanted. They wanted you to defeat us in Skyrim. And that makes you think a little bit. And if you pay attention to some of the books you pick up, especially the dossier of Ulfric Stormcloak, Ulfric was captured during the Great War, tortured and interrogated. And in the Thalmor thing, they said, like under asset, they said, is he able to be worked with? And they said no, but when captured, yes.
Yeah, Ulfric was, I liked Ulfric. Like, a lot of people didn't pick the Stormcloaks because they're racist, but
I see a lot of High King Yoren in him from this game.
oh yeah, I see that too. Do they have the same voice actor? I don't think they do.
Good question. Good question.
I can't remember what his voice sounded like. It's been a while since I played Skyrim.
Because if you pay attention, they do sound pretty similar. But I'm excited for 6. But what sucks is Bethesda City has got 2 games they gotta release before Elder Scrolls 6.
Which is like probably a Fallout and then something else.
Yeah, they got the space one they've been working on.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot about that.
It's gonna be like Space Elder Scrolls or Space Fallout or whatever. I know there's another game. I know they're trying to get 76 working, but I heard that thing's been a massive failure.
Yeah, they're trying to make something completely new. They've been working on Elder Scrolls for years, but goddamn, Elder Scrolls has such a deep lore they could build upon.
Fallout's got a good story and lore to it too, but
I don't think it
You
compares
stood
to Elder
among the
Scrolls
standing
though.
stones of Tanzania.
Not even close. Elder Scrolls has thousands of years history. Fallout's history is kind of like our history, but altered. Like if the nukes did drop during the Cold War, essentially.
yeah, it pretty much makes us like stay in like the 50s, 60s vibe. Defeat Nocturnal's champion. Fun. Oh, nope, I gotta talk to Darren. Oh, shit. But no, I'm excited for Redfall just cause like that little teaser trailer, like every time I watch it, it just gives you chills.
I just hope they explain what happened to the Dragonborn. They have to.
Maybe what my prediction, Ultra Stormcloak is High King and the Dragonborn is working with him to rebuild the Empire. Because yeah, the Imperials have no leader right now. Because I have a feeling, my prediction, the Dragonborn's gonna go to the Imperial City, and he's gonna somehow try and light
He's essentially following
the flames, yeah.
He's essentially following in Talos' footsteps. Is what I predict.
He'll be the new 9th god of.
No, I think he's kind of like an incarnation of Talos. You know, like Talos come again. You know.
Talos protege.
No, like I forget the word they use. Like, but
it's interesting trying to predict it.
He's like an aspect of Talos. You know?
Yeah. And oh, have you seen the like predictions of like the hero Kvatch and stuff like in Skyrim? A lot of people think he's the new Sheogorath because of the whole like Shivering Isles thing and.
Yeah. He might be. I'm pretty sure he is.
I'm pretty sure that the Sheogorath we see in this game is the hero Kvatch.
Not in this game.
That
is in Skyrim. Because this is before.
Oh, not this game. Skyrim. Duh, Skyrim. I thought we were talking about. Yeah. I've been stuck and stupid today. Hey, there's the stairs.
Okay, we got some dancing over there.
But yeah, the one in this game, I'm pretty sure is the original Sheogorath.
Yeah, for sure. Oh shit.
Oh damn, I forgot this is where I fight Nocturnal.
Oh yeah, you're at the end, alright. Oh, we got a viewer.
What up, viewer? We're just talking about some Elder Scrolls lore.
Always like the Elder Scrolls lore. Always.
I love that fantasy stuff.
I love Legacy of Kain too, but Elder Scrolls is so much deeper. But there are
I like World of Warcraft storytelling.
I know. Hold on. Yeah, give me a moment. Well, I'll be back.
Alright.
Put this thing on a charger.
Just gotta kill some Nocturnal's minions. This boss fight's simple. Main storyline of Somerset. Holy fuck. Aw, damn. Shit. Alright. Oh. Sorry about that, Ryan. I got another party invite from my friends. My Call of Duty friends. I was letting them know I'll be right there in a minute. Oh, that sucks. I'm cutting it short on the live stream today. Oh well. At least I got to talk about some Elder Scrolls lore. If you YouTubers missed it, you can always just scroll back. We're just kind of just doing some Elder Scrolls 6 theories. Come on, roll. Oh, what the fuck? God damn it. I'm gonna have to do this later. Oh shit. Yeah, I'm gonna do this later. Hey, you there, bud? Oh, you just got back.
Alright, what's up?
Hey, I just got a party invite from my friends from Call of Duty. Since I dipped out on them last night, I'm gonna go play a few rounds with them really quick.
Alright.
So they just stop whining and shit. But I'll be on this stuff later afterwards.
Alright. See you then.
But yeah, at least I got my little lore lesson in. Lore lesson from Jeep Carrier, aka Jake Reaper today. At least I got a little bit of that in from the beginning. It's a good intro.
Yeah. I thought we'd be talking about it more. That's alright. Alright,
Oh, I'm gonna send you a picture of my Dark Elf, what he looks like now.
That'll be good.
Before I go, he looks bad fucking ass right now. But I'll catch you later, bud. Probably in a couple hours.
Alright, let's take a look at that image.
Dark Elf. I'm a Dark Elf. I want my fire resistant. But alright, man. I'll see you in a couple hours.
Alright.
And let's see, you're still on stream, so
Yeah, you can keep that in the little side bar or put down your phone or something. See what I'm doing while you're playing Call of Duty.
yeah, I'll definitely watch. But adios and see you in a little bit.
Yeah, I'll be dungeon crawling. Alright, let's see. Oh shit. Let's already done this delve already. So how about this guy shard in that box? Getting ready for the Elsewhere expansion. I'm gonna get this stuff out of the way. guys. Yeah, quick as Alright. That needs to cool down. My cranberry juice. Get a sip of that before I move forward. I've not done a single world boss in this area. I got that Healer Elsewhere horse now. Border already knows that.
Walker, good tidings and heartfelt salutations. The Garildro wonders what brings you to this serene location. This one rarely receives visitors. Wait, something smells delicious, yes? Do you perhaps Carry dusk mushrooms. Dusk mushrooms? For Dagarir Drow? What a kind and generous gift to present to this old bag of fur and bones. Still, even a gift is rarely free. Speak, and this one will listen. Maybe even help if it is within this one's ability to do so.
Amathon says you can direct me to the moon signs.
Does he now? What else has that old wizard told you? And why does an ancient battle mage care about a secret order of storytellers and a forgotten hero named Kunzari? Well, no matter. For dusk mushrooms, this one will tell you almost anything. Oh, these will make wonderful soup. Thank you. 3 moon singers carried the secret tale of Kunzari and the demon, each a different part. Find Azargo Longtail at the Redfur Trading Post, Mizbina at Bandari Trading Post, and Satari in Raurka.
Oh. God damn, you came here fast.
I see you made it to the old Lawmaster's camp. Were the dusk mushrooms to his liking? Gratwood, Malabal Tor, and Reaper's March. Not an easy journey, but I can make it more tolerable. Allow me to open a portal to Redfur Trading Post. Track down the first moon singer and hear the beginning of Kunzari's tale. I'll be along shortly. This portal will transport you to Redfur Trading Post. I'll catch up with you after I pay my respects to old grandfather.
Hear their conversation. Oh. You are just straight up meditating. Okay.
Kunzari said, "Not by myself, foul demon. I shall gather a Krajun, a company of heroes. Starting with the Ultimate, Nurarian the Perfect, who communes among the buried roots of the alien worms. These are the words, and the words are true." This one recognizes a lover of stories when he sees one. Care to hear another tale? Old grandfather sent you. Interesting. This one can only tell you what he knows, and Azargo only knows the beginning of the story. That is the way of things concerning the great stories and the secrets they hold. Are you sure you want to hear it? In the time before time, when the 16 kingdoms were barely more than 16 tribes, the great hero Kunzari went on many adventures. After Kunzari defeated the giant troll by consuming 401 moon sugar pies, he met a demon.
A demon? Like a Daedra?
No, a different kind of demon. Now be quiet and listen. The demon said, "My brothers and I shall take this land and its treasures, even the moons from the sky." Kunzari objected, but the demon laughed. "You cannot stop us, little cat thing." Kunzari said, "Not by myself, foul demon. I shall gather a Krajun, a company of heroes, starting with the Outman, Nurarian the Perfect, who communes among the buried roots of the Ayleid worms. These are the words, and the words are true."
Oh, let me look at your character. Oh. Right. Oh no, they're on. It's on that.
What an interesting story. If only I could shake my shadow as easily as Kunzari does, well, anything. At least now I know where to find the first triangulant. Yes, the triangulant. The first reference point that will allow us to use the map and locate the weapon. We must proceed with caution, however. My unknown follower utilizes a magic I cannot penetrate. I need to conserve my energy, just in case. The location was spelled out in the Moonsinger's story. The verse concerning Nurarian the Perfect. It's as clear as the sky on a cloudless day. Among the buried roots of the Ayleid worms. It refers to a place I know well. Wormroot Depths. An Ayleid ruin located here in Grahtwood. Somewhere in Wormroot Depths, the ancient Khajiit hid a reference point that will get us one step closer to finding the weapon. We should travel separately, for safety's sake. I'll meet you inside the ruin.
That was epic. Caught me in mid-air. I thought I could jump off before he could get me. Oh, shit. Boss already dead? Oh no, he is far from dead. There ain't no one here to help me fight him. I cannot fight this guy by myself.
Well met, traveler. Archambair is the name, though most just call me Bert. You're welcome to warm yourself by my fire.
Oh, dude, just let me jack your shit before I talk to you. Nothing worth taking.
Even in the south, I can't seem to keep these old bones warm. Share my fire if you like, as long as you bring no trouble with you. This war is for younger men than I. Studying the ruins. The Ayleid Well, specifically. It said the light from Ayleid Wells has rejuvenating properties. I'd hope to discover whether the light could be stored in a container, such as this.
Added salt to this one. See that bowl I'll finish it.
Right. Money.
I think it'll taste better.
Nothing as yet. I found the ruin crawling with worm cultists. I'm just an old man, more at home in books than battle, so there was no way I could reach the Ayleid Well on my own. Still, I hope they'd have cleared out by now. I couldn't ask you to risk your life. But you look like you can handle yourself, and truthfully, I wouldn't mind if the worm cultists found themselves in a little trouble. Take this crystal, and use it to gather the light from the Ayleid Well. It'll be hard to miss. It's not outside the ruin, so it's likely in a grand chamber, and heavily guarded. Be wary. How should I know? Do I look like a man who contemplates evil deeds in darkness? I'm too old for a world grown so strange.
I'll help you, old man. Seem nice enough. Looks like this is a delve I haven't done before, too. So I gotta find the Sky Shard and do the boss.
Ah, the distinctive smell of Daedric sorcery. It's as atrocious as it is pervasive. We're looking for anything that appears to be Khajiiti in origin. Perhaps a new addition or alterations to an existing structure. I still haven't pinpointed my shadow, so I'll be saving my energy for an emergency. Any lesser threats, I leave to you. Your technique seems adequate, if a bit unrefined.
City, and 1,000 miles, but the stars look very pretty from your light. That's the way you do. Where's my toothpick?
If I wasn't preserving my power, we'd be done by now.
Unstoppable. Where's that sky shard? Still in the area. Not finding the sky shard. I'm not leaving this place without it.
I'm not sure what I expected, but it certainly wasn't this. The ancient Khajiit really want us to work to uncover the triangle. Examine the moons on each statue.
Okay.
Fascinating. It must have something to do with the direction of the light. Pretty ingenious for a bunch of ancient cats. Why don't you see what's in the chest before we head to the Bandari trading post? Come along. I can't maintain this portal indefinitely.
We're probably gonna have to wait. I didn't get the freaking sky shard. There it is. Alright.
Anything I can do for you?
Come on, Daisy. God, that shit's way too expensive. Oh, that's nice. That's pretty cool. I have no use for it though. That's all they have?
Come, do your trading.
God, no one sells that shit for cheap. I can make that. Selling that for 2,000 gold. Going overboard, dude. It's really nice. I like to have it, but I cannot spend that money. On that, that damn much is insanity. That. Can't afford it.
I'll be back soon, madame.
May this one be of...
What is that? I'd like a hunk of gold like that.
Hello there.
What the hell? Oh, whoa, what is that? It's pretty neat. What, do you have to buy each bite part? I already have one of those. I'd like to have one of these. That'll be alright. See, those are a little cheaper. All neat shots I saw earlier. find something neat in this apartment as well. Passing up a lot of this stuff because I have very specific tastes. Yeah, now I can make that thing. Might be good for the bank, but no, I'm not using it. Like this guild store. Have a lot of shit. That's nice.
Kunzaris, because two shall become three, annoying the demon. As soon as this one rescues Flynn-filled demon hunter from the alien lair of creeping ebony plants. These are the words, and the words are true. Bina hopes that you and your friend enjoyed this story. Is there anything else that this one can do for you? The lore master? Ah, this one hasn't talked to him in a long time. Miss Bina only knows the second part of the story. That is how the Moonsingers maintain the secrets of the great tales. Would you like to hear the story again? In the time before time, when the 16 kingdoms were young and like kittens at play, the great hero Kunzari gathered the company of champions to combat the demon and his brothers. They had come to Elsire to steal the moons from the sky. Ominous, oh, indeed. With Nurarian already at his side, Kunzari turned his attention to the next champion he planned to recruit. The power of the moons will be ours, little cat thing, taunted the demon. How can two possibly hope to stop many? Kunzari said, because two shall become three, annoying demon. As soon as this one rescues Flinthil Demon Hunter from the alien lair of creeping ebony plants. These are the words, and the words are true.
Alright. What do you guys say, Emerald Dawn?
You know, the legend of Kunzari is more interesting than I remember. It must be Moonsinger Miss Bina's delivery. Marginally entertaining. She made the location of the next triangulant quite clear to one of exceptional intellect, such as myself. Of course, only the nearby Black Vine ruins could be referred to as the Ayleid lair of creeping ebony plants. I never cared for carnivorous vegetation. I'll meet you in the ruins after I make one more attempt to catch my elusive stalker. Yes, and with brazen impunity. I almost caught my stalker here at the trading post before they slipped away in the crowd. They're like an insect buzzing around my head that I can't quite swat. Someone with that level of power concerns me greatly.
Oh. Alright. Get my merchant out real quick.
Can I help you?
Sell the excess stuff I picked up.
How can I help? The boys and girls watching at home, let me know when you see it. I see it. I'm about to switch my character. Watch a YouTube video.
One game is such a set way. The author constantly talks between the chapters about the different games he loves, citing his absolute favorite as tabletop role-playing games. Every single chapter even comes with a little do-it-yourself board game that you can play, all of different rules and genres. Some of others are variety.
Greetings.
Huh, I already know that one.
So good. You've been vomiting up some,
Me watch this on Zeltique.
Forest Haven is found in the southeast of the Great Sea, unique amongst the Windbreaker Islands in that it's entirely organic, known from two great hollow trees.
Ah, damn, it's a little too big.
Forest Haven, the current home of the Koroks and their patron deity, the Great Death Tree. Within the trunk of this colossal dead tree is a microcosmic representation of Zelda's ancient forest world, which has appeared under a multitude of different names at different ends: the Lost Woods, the Floral Forest, the Clearing Forest, Farm Hill, but always houses the same sense of mystery and wonder.
Not to do for now.
Forest Haven, however,
I get stuck here.
So, with the multiple musical connections and the geography lining up so well, it's already pretty likely that the Lost Group area from the time became forested. In case that's not enough, we know that the core that survives the forest spirits in the Windwaker helps to put forms into Kikiri. And this our ancestor, Modo, shows these forms as identical to the Kikiri found in the Ocarina of Time, confirming that the Kikiri evolved into the core through the aid of the great magic. But the connection is a lot more interesting. Forest Haven, what contains the views of the Kikiri forest in the woods, housing the descendants of the Kikiri themselves, isn't the most mysterious island on this world. The Forbidden Woods, isolated across the waters of the sea, is one of the most insane dungeons in the Zelda series, but there's a strong possibility that this twisted starting village from Ocarina of Time. From the outside, the Forbidden Woods simply looks like a darker, corrupted version of Forest Haven, but the interior contains a sprawling dungeon, likely due to hardware restrictions. This dungeon focuses on puzzles involving wind and moon, dungeon design the source of the darkness in the Forbidden Woods is the boss, Caldina. Notably, wooden doors which feature the Kukiri symbol. It seems that the possibly overgrowth of the forest This is confirmed by Cora from Forest Haven, who notes that before things got too dangerous, they themselves once lived in the Forbidden Woods, stump shaped. Cora, Kukiri, lived in
All the stuff in the guild store.
What's the forest thing? It's where the Koroks live, which doesn't contain any visible plants or symbols. But it does contain
Would you care to make a deposit?
Is located directly east of the Forbidden Woods, just like east of the Kakiri Forest, and the path leading to it is infested with Boku battles, just like the Great Deku Tree's path being infested with Deku battles. It's clear that the Deku Tree and the Witch have been inside the walls of Forest Haven for
Are reset, because two shall become three, annoying the demon. As soon as this Flinthill demon from the alien lair.
So I don't have to worry about the Sky Shard.
The Khajiit Moonsingers went to a great deal of effort to separate and hide their clues, but I feel like we're getting closer. Another prism puzzle. At least the ancient Khajiit were consistent.
Alright, let's see.
Examine that stone plaque, will you? Any clue will be
knowledge
helpful.
can only be found in the dark. They move give way to the ancient sky.
Knowledge can only be found in the dark. Could that refer to the new moons? Adequately done. Now, collect the triangulant and let's be on our way. Come along. I can't maintain this portal indefinitely.
Gonna finish the quest with the old man later. Let me check my friends list. See who's on. Oh, he's on Call of Duty still.
The Khajiit have been surprised.
This one's good for nothing.
You bring me.
Oh my. Probably gonna sell those fucking rocks I found. If I got them for only 600 gold, I could probably sell them for 5,000 gold. Or at least 1,000. That bed. I love that bed. Not quite what I'm looking for right now. Sorry guys, my might look at much. This stuff is cheap, but it's not stuff I need. Some of those fucking candles for a while. This expensive, I'm not gonna buy unless I really want it. What you have?
Care to bargain?
God damn. At least that shit's affordable now. How much were they selling? Only one each, so? One's all I really need, though. The same crap though. I actually want. That table cover was a bad purchase. Would have been good as a recipe. I need to sell those. Yeah, that'll probably be good for the banker right there. Not better than the one I actually have. Soul gem. That's pretty cool. Too expensive though. Enough with these ghosts.
The veiled inheritance is broken. There is a new Sylvanar, and we have you to thank.
Then Kunzari turned to the rest of his Krajun. One more we need. A Khajiiti queen of renown. A Nequina Sharp-Tongue, who loves to bask in the glow of the big moon when she reflects and thinks deep thoughts. These are the words, and the words are true. Satari is new to the art of storytelling, so forgive her if she isn't as interesting as she should be. She will improve. Of this she is sure. Old grandfather, the lore master? Satari has heard of him, but has never met him. She was made a moon singer by the previous storyteller to guard the third part of that ancient tale. Since you arrived so late, should Satari tell the story again? In the time before time, when the 16 kingdoms roamed with wild abandon, the hero, Kunzari, gathered champions to deal with a terrible demon and his horde. With Norarian the Perfect and Flintdale Demon Hunter, he sought a third companion. Patience! Satari is getting to that part. The demon said, "Oh, little cat thing, you amuse us. How can 3 tiny morsels ever stand against us?" Kunzari laughed. "Ha! We may be tiny, but we are persistent. And tricky too, as you will see."
Where the hell is their
Then Kunzari turned to his Krajun. One more we need. A Khajiiti queen of renown. A Nequina Sharp-Tongue, who loves to bask in the glow of the big moon when she reflects and thinks deep thoughts. These are the words, and the words are true.
This new moon singer shows a modicum of promise, but she hasn't yet reached her full potential. Still, the story was interesting, and it points us toward the final triangulant required to make use of the map. Oh yes, the moon singer made it quite clear. Her tale points to an old shrine not far from here known as Jode's Light, the big moon, referenced in the story. Once we collect the final triangulant, I'll be able to use the map to find the weapon. Still don't trust me? Neither do I. I know what I'm capable of. I'm no better than the fools that lead the alliances. That's why we'll only use the weapon to get them to the negotiating table. Diplomacy works best when facilitated by a big stick.
I'll accept this one just to see what they have in the store. Which ones do I have? Targaryen, huh? It's not wide enough to be a Targaryen, so. Boss was defeated far too recently. It's a long wait. I remember this area. This was the arena.
A moment, traveler. We need to talk. Please, a moment of your time. I need to speak to you about Abner Thorn. My intentions are honorable, I assure you. I am Kamira, agent for the Speaker of the Main. When we learned about Abner Thorn sought the same weapon as Euraxia, the Speaker sent me to intervene. Euraxia Tarn, Abnur's cruel half-sister. She conquered my home city of Rimen and proclaimed herself its queen. If she gets her hands on the weapon, Elsewhere's suffering will increase 1,000-fold. I do not think they get along. From my observations, Abner seeks the weapon for peaceful ends, but this is a delusion. It is too powerful, too evil. We must convince Abner to find the weapon before Euraxia does and destroy it. That is the only way. That would be my master, Gareshri. The Main can't be everywhere, so Gareshri travels and speaks for the Main. I suppose you could say I am the Speaker's speaker. At least, I am his eyes and ears in this situation.
But the Main is a chick right now. I made sure that happened.
A new Main was recently selected. Shazza is now the spiritual leader of the Khajiit. Oh, such a question. You do not really expect me to answer that, do you? I will say this, however. There is no one else in Tamriel quite like me. Are you always so direct with your questions? Oh, very well. Perhaps a bit of honesty will convince you of my intentions. Before my parents died, they gave me a pendant. It blocks all forms of magical detection. It helps me in my role as agent for the Speaker of the Main. And that is all I will say on this matter. We must focus on finding the item before Euraxia Tharn. I will help you do this, and then we will destroy it. Tharn believes he knows best. He will not listen to me. I am not sure he will even accept your counsel. But you have to try. At first, I thought Tharn was working with Euraxia. From what I have seen, his mission of peace is sincere, just misguided. In every way. How can something of such power be used safely to stop a war? It cannot. When you require a breeze, you do not summon a tornado. We must reach the item before Euraxia and then destroy it. That is...
I find it fitting that the final triangulant awaits us in a Khajiit ruin. I'm beginning to question my own magnificence, if you can imagine such a thing. Despite multiple attempts, I still haven't been able to identify or catch the damnable prowler who has been following me. It's really becoming quite irksome. A Khajiit? Why would the Speaker of the Main send a powerful wizard to hound me so? My half-sister? They're aware of her interest in this? But why didn't this agent of the Speaker simply approach me directly? I would have gladly welcomed her assistance in this matter. Destroy my one chance to stop the Three Banners War? Never. Don't tell me you agree with this nonsense. That we should allow the Dominion, Pact, and Covenant to continue to tear Tamriel apart? Do you want more people to die?
I don't know. Let me think about it. I want to see what the weapon is.
Well, what say you? Do you... That's the spirit. As far as Euraxia is concerned, however, I am inclined to agree with the Speaker of the Main's agent. We must reach the weapon first. I know the dangers. We must proceed with the utmost caution. Now, let's find the last triangulant.
Yeah, I want to see what the weapon is.
With luck, we'll gather the last triangulant and be done with ancient ruins. Some of the words have been chipped away. See what you can make of it. hardly doubted you. Now grab the final triangulant and let's return to my camp in Grot. Come along. I can't maintain this portal indefinitely. Once you know where to look, the location becomes perfectly obvious. Come, let's talk. With your assistance, we gathered the 3 triangulants that allowed me to decipher the map formed by the Wrathstone tablet. I now know that the demon weapon resides in the halls of Colossus, along the southern coast of Elsewhere. An ancient structure whose purpose and origin is clouded in legend. Some believe it contains the Dwarven Numidium, which could be the weapon we seek. I've chartered a wagon to get us to the coast. Then a boat will take us the rest of the way. Honestly, I don't give a skeever's arse. She may have been able to track me when I wasn't attempting to conceal our movements, but I made sure to... It appears this Chimera is more capable than I anticipated.
Halls of Colossus? Arrogant Imperial. Without my assistance, you will never survive that place.
Away with you, cat. It falls upon me to end this accursed war.
So you can declare yourself Emperor? I think not. I will accompany you to find and destroy the weapon.
Emperor has never been my ambition. Join us if you want. Just don't get in my way. Surprisingly clever, those ancient Khajiit. An old tablet, oral histories disguised as fables, and sophisticated triangulant tiles, all pointing to one location, the Halls of Colossus. The abhorrent Three Banners War is practically over. The cat can do as she pleases. Based on the skills she has already demonstrated, however, I'm not averse to having her along. Just realize that I plan to utilize the weapon despite her protestations. Now take this for your efforts. Halls of Colossus. A place as mysterious as it is ancient. I never imagined I'd have a reason to seek it out, let alone explore it. Let's hope the item we pursue lives up to my expectations, and that we reach it before my half-sister Euraxia. A few years ago, my deplorable sibling broke protocol and conquered a portion of Elsewhere. I assume she wants the weapon to secure her territory and increase the size of her holdings. Euraxia's ruthlessness is exceeded only by her ambition. Half-sister, and I have no hesitation in this regard. To best Euraxia, however, we need to reach the Halls of Colossus ahead of her. Give me and Chimera a moment to negotiate an accord we can both live with, then meet us by the wagon I chartered. Take care of any outstanding business you may have as quickly as possible. I want to depart for the Halls of Colossus and find the weapon as soon as we can. The legends call it the Demon Weapon. From what we discovered by researching the Khajiit stories, it's hidden in the Halls of Colossus. I want to use the weapon to end the insipid Three Banners War. Chimera, meanwhile, just wants to destroy it. The Halls of Colossus are a place of myth and legend. Personally, I thought it was lost to history until I acquired the tablet. The true purpose of the ancient structure may never be known, but at some point, it became a storehouse for the weapon. Chimera is the woman who has been shadowing me this entire time. Apparently, she works for the Speaker of the Main, the spiritual leader of the Khajiit
This is a dumb
people.
question they give us.
She wants to keep the weapon out of the hands of my half-sister Euraxia, and I concur. Yes, Euraxia Tharn. She proclaimed herself queen of the Khajiit city of Rimmon a few years ago. Now, I assume, she's after the weapon so she can expand her little empire. It's no wonder the Speaker of the Main sent an agent to stop her. It was those stories that helped us discover the weapon's hiding place. It seems that a Khajiit hero, Kunzar-Ri, defeated the demons and hid their weapon in the halls of Colossus. Obviously, we're seeing the myths, not the truth behind them. Well, of course they are, from a certain point of view. Every myth and legend contains a modicum of truth. The trick is deciphering the allegories and metaphors, stripping away the poetry, to find the history hidden beneath the illusions. I have no doubt that there's something hidden in the halls of Colossus. Something powerful enough to not only attract my attention, but to enthrall my half-sister Euraxia. What form the weapon takes, well, we'll just have to see.
I imagine the weapon are the dragons. That is cool.
These ruins are not empty. Your friends have come this way. I can smell them.
Euraxia's soldiers are not my friends, Cat. I will not allow them to seize the weapon.
So you say, but will you really oppose your sister?
Half-sister. And I oppose anyone who adds to the woes of the Empire.
Was that an earthquake?
Stay vigilant and look for a way inside.
Abner Tharn and the Wrathstone. Just as Queen Euraxia predicted.
I see my demented half-sister is still full of herself.
My queen sends her love. And this poison gas.
To me, before the gas takes you.
Necromancer, deal with these scum. You brought the Wrathstone here. Its magic will unlock the vault.
I see a panel. Hold them off.
Supply of undead, you fool.
That takes care of the poison.
Relish your victory while you can. We'll reach the weapon before you.
Well done, Cat. I barely regret your presence now. We need to get that door open.
did it! Hurry, this way! Necromancers. Only your sister would ally with such abominations.
Half-sister. And who's to say the necromancer isn't the captain's pet?
Regardless, Euraxia apparently wants you dead.
I have that effect on people, especially my relatives.
What now, mage?
Isn't it obvious? Down.
Down?
It appears to be the only way.
If I jump down, you'll fucking teleport.
You could have waited for my portal. Never mind. Let's move on.
Beard, she's a looker.
You think the dragon imagery is significant, wizard?
Of course. Why else sculpting on nearly every surface?
Maybe whoever lived here simply liked dragons. We need to find the captain and end this.
I'm well aware of the stakes, Cat. Try to run faster.
Imperials! You think Joan and George shine only upon you?
Another light puzzle? Well, go solve it. Time waits for no one, not even Abner Tharn.
You did it! Now solve the other side.
What now, Cat? Have you forgotten that we're in a hurry?
These reliefs, they tell the story of Kunzari and the demons.
Those aren't demons. They're dragons.
Translate! The dragons are the weapon! Euraxia wants to release dragons!
Damn it all. I have no use for dragons. Come on, let's put a stop to this.
Damn stupid doors! Why won't you open?
Stop! You will not release those beasts!
Queen Euraxia wants those dragons! One way or another!
Late, old wizard! Too late! Stand back. I'll use the rat stone to restore the seal.
Hurry! You must hurry!
Seal! Damn you! Seal! I think that did it. Oh, now what?
Brothers, we are free!
Dark Moons, get down!
Dragons! You release
I was
them
trying to
into
stop that from
elsewhere.
happening. The blame falls squarely on Captain Calcidius. I'm quite certain.
He was working for your sister!
Half-sister. But let's finish this back at my camp. Come along. I can't maintain this portal indefinitely.
Say that every goddamn time. I can't maintain this portal indefinitely. But once he figured out what they were, he tried to stop them. Like, dragons? I have no use for dragons.
That could have turned out better. At least we stopped my half-sister from seizing control of the imprisoned dragons. That's something, I suppose. Of course, this delays my plan to end the Three Banners War, last it all.
Everything Garishri sent me to prevent has occurred. I knew going to the Halls of Colossus was a mistake. Now dragons are loose and elsewhere. At least we stopped Euraxia's soldier. I suppose that counts for something. Other than set the dragons free? I have no idea. Luckily we stopped him from completing it, whatever he hoped to accomplish. I wonder if Abner knew about the dragons, if his plan all along was to release them into elsewhere. After he set the whole troublesome event in motion, if Abner had never acquired the Wrathstone, if he had never figured out the location of the ruins, Jode's light, if he had never taken the damn tablet there, none of this would be happening. They would have... I should not push these angry thoughts in your direction. All I know is that a lot of dragons escaped from the ancient prison, and now they are loose and elsewhere. My people, they must be warned.
That could have turned out better. At least we stopped my half-sister from seizing control of the imprisoned dragons. That's something, I suppose. I should say so. As destructive as the accursed war is, a rampaging horde of enraged dragons, well, it doesn't quite compare, does it? If we can contain the dragons in elsewhere, that would certainly be for the best. Right at this exact moment? No. No. But I will figure something out by the time I reach elsewhere and consult with Garishri. The Speaker of the Main needs to be informed, and I must have words with my despicable half-sister. About that. In hindsight, I suspect the tip I received about the Wrathstone came from Euraxia. She knew I wouldn't be able to resist such a lure. She played me. That doesn't occur often, and it has put me all out of sorts. I hate being tricked. For now, help the Khajiit prepare for the dragon invasion, and take this as recompense for your service. In the meantime, I have plans to formulate and arrangements to make. When the moment to deal with the dragons comes, I will contact you.
Alright.
To fight dragons, we must first fight Daedra, of course.
Now that quest is finished, I guess I'm done taking on the little adventure. Thanks for tuning in, which is no one, but thanks anyway, and see you next time.